Many insects have a compulsion to follow the light, and humans are the same. Except we call that light hope.
Try and stop me!
Don't say that. I promise. Once we're outside of
But
the...
I don't want to be a burden.
Full throttle! Try and stop me!
Exploration and trials. Adventuring is right up my alley.
Light of the blazing sun!
Now you shall perish! We're way behind schedule. Blaze over!
Rise with the sun! Yeah. Full throttle!
Pay your dues.
Red chip! Turret
alone? No escape! Prepare yourself.
Burn it down!
You can't run from death.
Hey, who's that skulking around?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Abyssosk.
Should I save this money?
I had to mute again for a second for my sneeze. Hello. Yeah. I'm doing good, thanks. How about yourself?
Rest and rebuild!
Try and stop me!
Why is the thing that close?
means no commissions, which means no Mora. But Catherine's always looking out for us, so we should still drop by and say hello.
Sure, let's go.
Greetings, traveler. Paimon.
Hey, Catherine! Still doing the whole no commissions during Windbloom thing?
In general, yes. The people of Mondstadt don't delegate their work to others this time of year. But
Feel
free to take a look around. I think you'll pick up on something unusual.
Take a look around, huh?
It's finally Windbloom. And here I am ruining everything.
Asking one thing? Sure. What's that?
You're a bit tired. No big deal. Give it some time. How about doing something fun tonight? We could take a stroll or go stargazing.
Stargazing? Like we'll find a spot. You know people start reserving places on Starsnatch Cliff the moment the sun goes down. Sorry, I'm just not in the mood. I should go.
Whoa! Something's off with Beatrice. She would never give up a chance to talk to Quinn. This is weird.
Oh, you're leaving? I can walk you home.
No, it's okay. Thank you. I just need some time to myself. Besides, there's still something I need to do.
Right?
The truth is, Quinn, not long ago,
What is it? Is there something wrong?
Never mind. It's nothing. Actually, Quinn, I think we should stop seeing each other for now.
Huh? Wait, are you saying we can't be friends anymore? I thought we were best friends.
Did you see that? Beatrice ran off without looking back. Oh, we go adventuring in other nations for a bit, and one of Mondstadt's best friendship stories is already over?
I can't believe it. Maybe they're just working out the kinks.
So, is this what you meant by unusual, Catherine?
This is just one example. Beatrice has been feeling down for days. But that's not all.
Oh, it's the honorary knight in Paimon.
Is something wrong? You don't look so good.
I know a knight should be stronger than this, but I haven't been feeling right lately. I just can't focus. I started sleepwalking out of nowhere. Sometimes I'd even wake up in the middle of the night standing in a random location outside.
That's weird.
You should see a doctor.
Yeah.
I did, but all the tests came back normal. The doctor said I'm fine.
Range.
Yeah, I even consulted Miss Barbara at the church, but her conclusion was the same. In any case, she was kind enough to pray to Lord Barbados for me to get better.
I'm sure he was like,
Is it because I saw something I wasn't meant to see?
Elaborate?
Sorry, this is for me to figure out. It is Windbloom after all. Anyway, I have patrol to finish. Until next time, you two.
Weird.
Huh. Is it something in the air, maybe?
My microphone's not working properly. Test 1, 2, 3. Hmm.
It appears Miss Donna is also out of sorts.
Oh, where can I find a truly fascinating man?
Wait, but Donna is the one who has a huge crush on D-Luke, right?
That's what I thought too. But she seems to have changed her mind.
Is that Captain Kaya? Huh. Now that I look at him, he's exactly my type. How come I never felt this way before?
Ah, no voice. I'm flattered, Miss Donna, although I wonder whether was intended for outside ears.
Oh, no. Of course not. I'm sorry, Captain. Just pretend I didn't say anything. And, have a happy Windbloom.
I intend to, my dear. But first a question. If you don't mind, why the sudden change of heart? I was under the impression Master D-Luke was the object of your affections.
Good question, Kaya.
So, you knew about that? Well, Master D-Luke came into the city not too long ago, but when I saw him, it was like the butterflies just weren't there anymore. If I had to compare it to something, it would be like waking up and realizing you're married to a man you don't love. But then I saw you, and it wasn't that something was different about you. I can't really explain it. It was just a feeling.
I understand, and I'm flattered. I was able to bring back your butterflies. But do not need to try again. But I do need to see to some business, so I'll take my leave.
Oh, here he comes. Well, surprised to see us?
Probably not. Not at all. The exact two people I've been trying to find. So, Traveler Paimon, how have you been? Oh good, how about yourself, and the rest of the Knights of Avenius? To answer that requires a private conversation. Catherine, do you mind?
Not at all. Have fun, you three.
So, you said you were looking for us.
Yes, Jean sent me to find you when she heard you were back in Mondstadt. But let's discuss the finer details back at headquarters. You something like that? Hey, it's Wimbledon. Oh, I should probably go to the guys have anything else to say before they all leave.
I'd be grateful if you could keep an eye on things during the festival.
Oh, Beatrice. What's going on with her?
Don't worry. I'll find a way and work things out.
Should I turn my attention to Captain Kaya? Oh, but it's not like Master D-Luke did anything wrong.
It's festival season again. I wonder what this year's Windbloom is going to be.
I know. I can't wait to find out.
Wimbledon, what can I get you?
Let's see.
Anybody else wondering where they can be? Huh, not there. Also, weird to see this place without teleport here. What the? Normal stuff. I've shown this lot, but I can never remember. Nope. Okay, let's see what's there.
Ah, Kaya, you found them.
Yep, I managed to track them down.
Good. With what's about to happen, it's great to have you in town.
Whoa! Headquarters are packed! What's going on?
Honorary Knight Paimon. Oh, it's an honor to meet you. I believe introductions are in order?
Allow me. You have Note, Captain of the Second Company, Scaron, Captain of the Third Company, Eula, Captain of the Fourth Company, and of course, Captain of the Ninth Company. Oh, she's Kaya, obviously.
You're all captains?
That's right. Master Jean is waiting for you inside. She'll explain everything.
Traveler Paimon, thank you for coming. Is everything alright? There are tons of people outside. Yes, that would be the captains. You know a few of them already, but I'm sure there are a few new faces. There have been some number of incidents in Mondstadt. In order to wrap up the case, I gathered all the captains of the Knights of Vernius together and to hold a trial.
A trial? But this is Mondstadt, not Fontaine!
I can understand the confusion. You never participated in one of our trials before. In truth, we haven't had to conduct one in quite some time. The Knights of Vernius oversee the matters of law and order in Mondstadt. Of course, in the interest of fairness, major cases are tried jointly with the Church. Under the guidance of Barbados, the Knights uphold chivalric justice in spirit of our order, and the Church carries the blessing and goodwill wherever the wind can reach. And today's case requires a joint trial by both parties.
Which means it's a serious one. So, do you need our help?
Hold on. The group of people we saw in the corridor just now, there was someone missing. Where's Albedo?
Right! He's the captain of the investigation team, but we didn't see him out there.
In observation, traveler. That happens to be exactly why I called you here. The upcoming trial is against Captain Albedo. We will do our utmost to understand the facts of the case and deliver fair and partial verdict.
Albedo is the one on trial? What did he do?
Jean, it's time. Understood. Traveler Paimon, come with me. Rosa? Diluc's here, apparently. Please sit wherever you like. I only ask that you remain calm, no matter what you hear. I need to head over there. Don't worry, the trial will be fair. Now that everyone is gathered, let us begin. With the Grand Master Varkar away from Mondstadt for some time being, I, Jean Guinevere, will oversee today's proceedings. Mr. Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Silvanus, will serve as assessor. As representatives of the respective organizations, we will ensure a just verdict in this case.
Oh, that's a new face. Deacon of the Church. Does that mean he works with Barbara and Rosaria?
The defendant in today's case is the captain of the investigation team, Albedo. Albedo, what did you do? Certain aspects of the case are classified, and it remains uncertain whether the alleged victims are citizens of Mondstadt. As such, this trial is not open to the public. The identities of the victims are still unknown. Strange. If guilt is established in this case, all facts will be made public after the final verdict is delivered. Now, Captain of the Logistics Company, Miss Herfer, will present the charges. The court appoints Mr. Kaya to speak on Mr. Albedo's behalf. Both parties ready to proceed? Yes.
Ready to proceed.
Miss Herfer, the floor is yours.
Prior to this trial, the Knights of Favonius, in conjunction with the Church, launched an investigation into Mr. Albedo for suspected murder and unlawful disposal of human remains.
Murder?
A witness stated that, 11 days ago, in the middle of the night, she saw the defendant southeast of the city gates, dragging a large object she later identified as a human body.
No. There's no way!
We now call that witness to the stand. Beatrice, please tell us what you saw.
Beatrice, this is what she was trying to tell Quinn earlier.
Well, I was out late that night on business, and when I came back, I saw someone in the moonlight that looked like Mr. Albedo. He was dragging a huge bag of some kind. I thought it was strange, so I followed him. Then, there was a sudden flash of golden light. The bag opened, and inside there was a body! Mr. Albedo's vision allows him to manipulate the ground with ease. So he buried it, and then removed any traces on the ground. Before he left, it seemed like he looked in my direction. Maybe it was just my imagination, but I was terrified thinking he might kill me too. Luckily, he didn't see me.
Now turn to the defendant. Describe your whereabouts of that night. I was working in my office on the second floor of the Knights of Favonius headquarters. That's right, the next day the defendant submitted his latest environmental report on the Dragonspine region. Considering the length of the text, it must have taken considerable amount of time to finish.
Can anyone attest to the fact that the defendant was working in his office that night?
No.
Then the length of the report is not a sufficient alibi.
This isn't looking good.
If the crime did occur as you described, then what about the body? You mentioned in the joint investigation. Well, was the body recovered?
Not yet.
In other words, you dug in the location Miss Beatrice described and found nothing. You don't find that suspicious?
I know what I saw. I'm telling the truth, Miss Hertha, I swear. Also, didn't you say that speaking out would help protect the people of Mondstadt? Otherwise, I'd never put myself out here like this.
You're doing the right thing. Besides, the investigation wasn't fruitless. A single men's shoe and a torn piece of fabric were found in the bushes near the crime scene. The same location the witness described. If no crime occurred, then is all this just a coincidence?
And yet no victim has been identified, correct?
It's true. No one has been reported missing. However, Miss Beatrice harbors no ill will toward the defendant. Her testimony clearly points to a crime, and she has no reason to lie.
Does the defendant wish to say anything in response? You may believe otherwise, Miss Hertha, but I did not kill a single person. As a knight and captain of the investigation team, I have a duty to protect Mondstadt and its people. You accuse me of murder, but there's no body or motive.
The defendant raises an important point. Motive. Yet, I must be frank, not all murders are premeditated. Spontaneous conflict can also have unforeseen consequences. Nevertheless, I don't intend to prosecute this case on circumstantial evidence alone. Which brings me to the second charge against Mr. Albedo.
Second charge?
Please proceed.
7 days ago, at dawn, a witness saw the defendant dispose of the body of an adult male in the area between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery. I now call the second witness to the stand.
Wait, that's...
You, Luke, I'm not going to try and say his second name, because no. Please tell the court what you saw. Around 3:40 in the morning, I saw Mr. Albedo dispose of a body beneath a cliff. It was dark, but he used the power of Geo to illuminate his surroundings. From what I could tell, it looked like the body of an adult male. Tall and thin, but I couldn't make out the age. He buried the body underneath a cliff and smoothed out the ground to remove any traces.
We now have accounts from 2 separate witnesses that describe the same modus operandi. Would you call that a coincidence?
I would only inquire as to what Mr. Deluc was doing in that area so early in the morning. Not the most opportune time for a stroll. Is there such a thing? Dawn Winery is my home. It's not unusual to take walks in the area. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time. That's all. Master Deluc is a well-respected figure in Mondstadt. I see no reason for him to frame Mr. Albedo. Yet the question remains, where are the bodies?
Before you suggest a lack of evidence, Mr. Kaya, you should know. After the defendant left that morning, the witness found this where the body was buried.
And this is... what looks like the teeth and femur of a human. Now it does beg the question, if the burial was fresh, why is all that remains of the body? I suppose Mr. Albedo is the only one that can answer that. Careful now, Mr. Deluc. I do believe I hear presumption of guilt in there somewhere.
These remains suggest an accelerated rate of decomposition. Considering the defendant's profession, there's reason to suspect that alchemy is at play here. Both witnesses saw golden light, a known byproduct of alchemy. That's how the defendant destroyed the bodies. The light also explains how the witnesses were able to get a clear view of the events in the dark.
So that's your angle? Alchemy? A logical assessment. But we have witnesses of our own. The afternoon before the alleged second murder, Mr. Alberto had a lengthy intellectual exchange with one of his students, Sucrose. The two were in the library until the next morning. Why did the discussion last so long? Sucrose was presenting the results of her research. She noticed some flaws in the data and insisted on reviewing her calculations until the next morning with Mr. Albedo present. That's right, we were in the library together.
You're certain Mr. Albedo was present the whole time?
Yes, and I know Mr. Albedo would never kill someone. He could never be that cruel.
Nevertheless, the other witnesses have no reason to lie. Tell me, Miss Sucrose, that meeting in the library, were you awake the whole time? Sounds like a considerable duration to go without sleep.
I
do hope you can be truthful with us. It concerns the safety of countless Mondstadt citizens. A crime like this cannot go unpunished.
I'll take it from here. During our meeting, Sucrose did fall asleep not long after midnight. It's alright, Sucrose. You don't need to lie for me. This is a sacred place of judgment. The truth is paramount. Mr. Albedo. I see, and I'm afraid your alibi cannot be sustained. Do you understand? Yes, I know, claiming innocence without proof isn't enough. But the prosecution's argument has its own holes. There's been no mention of motive or what exact method could reduce a human body to those remains.
No conclusive evidence of guilt. But the witness accounts do match to an extent that can't be dismissed. This is a tricky one.
Allow me to submit another piece of evidence. The investigators intercepted one of Mr. Albedo's correspondences. I will now read the pertinent parts to the court.
The correspondence. Oh no, the envelope does look like it belongs to Mr. Albedo.
I have never abandoned the subject of human research. In fact, delving deeper into Dragonspine has led me to realize that the concept of life could be further expanded and transformed into that of birth. The mystery of human birth is often linked to death. As such, death is the most suitable material for the creation of new life. To that end, we must engage in a process of putrefaction and refinement.
Putrefaction and refinement.
Is that in reference to an alchemical process?
The letter continues. Experimental trials have been carried out in the northwestern part of Dragonspine, in the area southeast of Mondstadt's main gate. The data is as expected. Just as you endeavored to do, I too shall take up the path of creation and break through current limitations to reach a new realm of living beings.
I trust the investigators confirm this to be the defendant's handwriting, and that the letter makes more than a passing mention of putrefaction and refinement?
Correct. Not to mention, the locations indicated in the letter match both crime scenes. What more can we trust than the defendant's own words?
No, it can't be true.
I can't believe it.
A guilty verdict cannot be delivered without sufficient evidence. In order to protect all parties involved, that is what our principles demand. My original assessment was that we lacked said evidence. But now, it seems the only remaining questions are the identities of the victims, and the specific alchemical process used in this case.
Then we are in agreement. The evidence is conclusive, and the charges of murder and unlawful disposal of human remains, the court finds the defendant guilty. The people in attendance appear shocked. No one could believe that the kind and well-mannered person like Albedo could commit such a crime. He stipulates that those unsatisfied with the verdict will have time to submit an objection or appeal, but most appear hopeless in this moment. As you watch Albedo being taken back to headquarters, you get a strange feeling that something hidden is about to come to light. It all comes back to the letter, a secret that you and Albedo know too well, but the people of Mondstadt have yet to discover.
Why would Albedo do something like that? Oh, this has to be a nightmare.
Albedo told me the secret once, that he was a synthetic human created through alchemy. Could that have something to do with this case? But what? Following Rheinotter's footsteps just because he's an alchemical creation? That would only make him more suspicious. Oh, this took a turn for the worse.
Rosaria! Oh, when did you get here?
Been here the whole time. I happen to have a message to pass along. For us? Yes. You're needed at Star Snatch Cliff. He's waiting for you there.
Who is he?
You'll know when you get there. Go on now. Time is like the wind. It waits for no one. Interesting. Current story seems to be related to a past adventure. Would you like to quickly go over those experiences? Sure, why not? Ah, that is an old one. Gunpowder went to Dragonspine and to ask Albedo, who was conducting research there, some questions about alchemy, only to encounter a series of strange events. Strange soft noises echoing through the mountains that could not be traced, the ransack of alchemical notes at the campsite. Albedo disappeared after having a chat inside one of the caves, but having no memory of the incident. At the same time, Euler encountered Albedo somewhere else on the mountain, attempting to lead a child away, and he attacked Euler upon being discovered. Yeah, I remember that. You were able to confirm that the presence of the mysterious figure was impersonating Albedo. A running battle ensued. Ambushing and being ambushed, hunting and being hunted. In the end, Albedo eliminated a giant mutant whopperflower posing as him. Yet there were more than 2 people wearing the face on the mountain.
Full throttle!
Oh hey, everybody's back now, it's realized. And my teleport's back too.
Try and stop me! Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Right. Rev the engines! Try and stop me!
Well, these usually they don't look familiar.
Access denied.
Traveler, Paimon! I could hear your arrival upon the wind. Were you looking for me?
Venti, did you send us that message?
No, I did.
Whoa, where did you come from? Wait, Venti, do you know this guy? His name is, what is his name again?
Didn't think I was that unmemorable. I'm Dahlia, Deacon of the Church of Favonius, and Herald of the Animo Archon Barbados. Not gonna forget next time, right?
So you called us here so we could meet with Venti.
That's right. I noticed you during the trial. The legendary honorary knight. You seem to have a lot of thoughts on your mind, so I thought we should have a chat. After all, I am the Herald of Barbados. If the people of Mondstadt are in danger, I should keep the Animo Archon in the loop.
Wait then, you know about...
About what? The fact that my tavern-hopping nomad of a friend is Barbados himself?
Don't worry, Dahlia and I are close. He knows everything. Besides, a god needs someone to communicate their will in a formal setting, and no one does that better than Dahlia.
Not that I saw that coming when we first met. But back to the matter at hand. I believe you two already know about Albedo's background.
If you mean his tridentity, yeah, we do.
So, you know too, Venti? That's surprisingly Archon-like of you.
Ah, well, I knew from the moment Rhine-daughter and Alice brought Albedo to Mondstadt. When those two are in town, no one can afford to slack off. The Kryda Prince, a perfect specimen of synthetic life. At this stage of the case, there are countless questions surrounding Albedo's motive. His true identity is a potential weakness.
A synthetic being loses control of their sanity and goes on a killing spree. That's how a novel would frame the story, and people are inclined to agree.
Albedo has told us before that humans often value the ordinary over the transcendent and miraculous.
And the slightest difference is perceived as other. A very common phenomenon.
Which means we need to find a way to help your friend.
What do you know about the situation, Venti?
Me? Well, I know that Albedo is a synthetic being, and that a lot of strange things have been happening in Mondstadt, even though Windbloom should be about drinking and having fun.
We noticed that too! The minute we got here, something was off.
You share observations with Venti and Dahlia.
I've picked up on most of those too. Miles is out of sorts. Beatrice seems anxious. Although I didn't know Donna stopped being interested in Master Diluc.
When no love remains for the songs to tell, the world becomes naught but an empty shell. Cruel is said fate, cruel it may be, were it not for a hero who could set us all free.
What are you getting at, Tone Deaf Bard?
Oh, just making a comment. There are always unavoidable trials in life. At least, that's what Barbados would say. A certain someone is going to need to overcome a trial like that. In such cases, even the Seven know better than to tamper with fate. If only there was a brave soul willing to aid their friend in his time of need. Should he meet a terrible fate, all of Mondstadt could be worse for it.
If you wanted our help, you could have just asked, you know.
Well, even if Albedo wasn't at the center of this case, protecting Mondstadt is part of being an honorary knight, right? You'll still have help, of course, which is why I prepared a little surprise. Behold!
Ooh! Paimon remembers that Jumpy Dumpty!
Don't worry, I removed the fuse, so it's not going to explode. Say hello to the Dodo communication device.
So, this thing belongs to you now?
We're old pals. Don't think she'd care if I borrowed it for a few days. Anyway, this invention, with a little help from a trick of mine, will allow us to keep in touch. Just take it out and we can chat.
We'll do our best to uncover the truth.
That's all I ask. No matter what comes, you have the wind on your side.
I suppose we're old pals too at this point.
Indeed. Your companionship is like a breeze that lingers in the air, warm and familiar.
In all this time, I've never witnessed Lord Barbados approach anything in a serious manner. Perhaps this time, I'm in for something special.
Barbados? Serious? Ah, you give him too much credit.
Hardly. It's not blind faith, you know. I've always had unwavering belief in the Animal Archon.
Is that so? Oh, I wonder what Barbados thinks about that. You should pray to him and find out.
Good idea. I'll tell him I still haven't deciphered his drunken musings from our 3 trips to the tavern last month. His wisdom is sure to reveal itself in time.
Oh, you know what? Forget about Barbados, Dahlia. Treat me to a drink instead. You wouldn't refuse me, would you?
A dear friend like you? Never.
Don't think what's that? Okay, we'll just headquarters that way. I never realized you could see all the way over there. That's what I think it is, right? It's in the right direction, man. Oh, God, yeah.
throttle!
Rev the engines!
You saying the same things again now? Yeah.
That's quite a crowd over there. Is someone doing a performance? Let's go see!
Not right now. Oh, I guess that's it there, yeah. Change it back, I guess. Okay. No Lisa. Nothing Harry. I know you must all be shocked, but the evidence is solid. Albedo's situation is not looking good.
I still don't believe Albedo would do something like that. Using living people as alchemical test subjects? It's like something out of a novel.
Perhaps it's best for me to remain impartial, but I've worked with Albedo before. He's an alchemist, not a sadist.
The version of events is hard for me to accept as anyone. But Varko once said Albedo is very different from the rest of us. Perhaps there are things we still need to learn about him. Let's see what Albedo has to say for himself first. Would you mind giving me a moment? Everyone, a private matter requires my attention.
Hey, Jean!
Traveler Paimon, perfect timing. Kaya has a favor to ask. Like Jean said, the verdict... We have time to submit an appeal, and I will do my utmost to convince Albedo to accept. He's been acting strange, and I can't read him for the life of me. But I need the two of you to start investigating the case. Investigate the case? Yes. It's time for you to get involved. Do you want us to join the joint investigation? Are you sure? We're just adventurers after all. Well, as an honorary Knights of Favonius and Albedo's friends, Kaya and I already have an official involvement in the case. We need a pair of fresh eyes. I know it's against the spirit of the season to task you with this, but Albedo is a trusted member of our ranks. We owe him the benefit of the doubt. Understood. I'll look into the case on my own. I know you'll get to the bottom of this, traveler. You never fail in our time of need.
But what if the accusations turn out to be true?
Then you will have done Mondstadt a great service at the same time. I'm expecting a retrial. Until then, you're welcome to look around Albedo's office on the second floor. I'm counting on you. Thank you for agreeing to investigate. We're counting on you. I think that's moving higher. I think we only got access to the one door. Look that way. Yeah, let me try and go higher. Yeah, thank you very much.
Wait, Captain Kaya! Surely I can't just...
These two are here on Jean's orders. She asked them to investigate Albedo's office.
Oh, in that case, head on in.
So this is Albedo's office. Pretty much exactly how Paimon pictured it.
Alright, I have some work of my own, so I'll leave you to it. Good luck, you two.
Right back at ya. Alright, let's see what we can find.
A lockbox sits on the desk. Latches bear the sign of wear, suggesting the importance of whatever lies within. The box likely remained locked most of the time. But now the lid remains wide open, as if the owner forced it to leave in a hurry. Dragging as if the owner was forced to leave in a hurry and didn't have time to lock it. Perhaps the letter was intercepted by the investigator was once stored here. The remaining contents shouldn't hold much weight and conclusive evidence, but we still get a strange feeling of reviewing them. Elegant penmanship. The letter reads, in addition, I do happen to have some information on the subject of our last discussion, the materials and arcane formation required for human transmutation. The formations in these records likely originate from Conria's art of Chemia, but the relevant documentation has not been well maintained over time. I cannot guarantee there are no errors or omissions, as thanks to your past assistance, I've enclosed the records with this letter. That does not mean I support your pursuit of this research, ethics aside. I'm not convinced this is even possible to create a human whose existence is identical to our own. The idea that the dynamic of the creator and creation could exist within the same species is a cause for concern. Even with a talent like yours, I must urge you to proceed with caution. The signature bears an unfamiliar name, one that is on the alchemy book nearby. You skim the preface to learn that the author is an old accomplished alchemist. The person is likely a friend from Albedo's alchemical circle. Someone who owed Albedo a favor, but has urged him to refrain from conducting dangerous research.
Human transmutation? Is Albedo seriously looking into that? Ooh, Paimon doesn't want to think about that.
Oh my god, this letter can directly prove that Albedo did anything. Besides, a technique like that must be too dangerous to share with the public, right? That's why it wasn't brought up during the trial. Test tube on the shelf with some black powder residue at the bottom. Next to it lies a neatly written note. Chalk in the next stage of the soil, but the current available materials are still insufficient to construct a stable structure.
Nope, no idea what that means. Not sure if it's too hard for Paimon or too hard for anyone outside this line of work.
Albedo's notes lie on the table. They resemble the ones we've seen before, but the contents are different this time. As always, the penmanship is impeccable, careful and neat, with an elegance in its uniformity, much like the man himself. One of the notes reads, purification, should be regarded as the counter-simulation to their process of life, like a highly efficient and destructive spell of rot. Upon use, the target will decay within an extremely short amount of time, turning into dust that is nearly invisible to the naked eye before dissipating into the air. That doesn't sound good, Albedo. There's like a book on the desk, mostly relating to alchemy, environmental science, and life science. Some of the pages have more chemical symbols, and others have a S shape or a triangle shape drawn at the bottom of them. Any potential meaning is unclear.
Wow, these books are so fancy! Albedo must have gone to great lengths to get them.
Not seeing any. Yeah. Wait. Underneath the book. After moving the book, the desk looks almost empty. Your hand slipped by moving the book, causing the hardcover book to strike the desk. The resulting noise is a bit unusual. It's subtle, but an experienced adventurer, it sounds too hollow, almost like there's a compartment within the desk.
Wait, it looks like there's a hidden compartment under the desk.
There does appear to be a compartment added to this one side of the desk. It was very well hidden. The lock mechanism is complex and seems to involve elemental power in some way. Perhaps you could try using the power of Geo? The hidden compartment slides up and opens. Inside is a piece of paper with more information. Same looks that way. Festering is almost a manifestation of rot. When festering forces and sufficient amount of life energy collide, the two repel each other, triggering a powerful side effect. When tested in an alchemical experiment, the results of refinement were startling. Breaking the shackles of life and the simulation of the Redacted project, I must take advantage of this opportunity.
The name of the project is blotted out in ink. What could it be?
The note mentioned festering forces, which suggests Dragonspine involvement somehow. If this has something to do with creating synthetic life, would I really go that far? For one of his experiments? No, it can't be. Amid these notes is a map with a few markings on it. Two of the marked locations correspond to crime scenes, and the third appears to be on Dragonspine. Very well. I'll keep those. Hard pill to swallow, but if the results of the joint investigations are correct, there should be a body in that last location. At least the remains of one.
Huh. What does this mean? Oh, do you think something might also be buried at the last location? Alright, that seems to be it for this place. We should go tell Jean what we found.
Go. Oh, it's actually doing it.
Oh, Vent is calling! Let's answer!
How's the investigation going? Find anything?
Oh, we found stuff alright. Stuff that only makes Albedo look even more suspicious.
I see. So, Albedo's researching something that doesn't help his case, huh?
You share what you learned with Venti.
Not promising. We should be grateful Albedo's true identity remains hidden. If it gets out that he's one of Rhindaughter's creations, there'd be no separating him from her past. As we both know, Rhine-daughter's approach to alchemy and ethics was pure madness, and the evidence you just found, let's just say it could convince even those closest to him of his guilt. Perhaps even you.
I don't think the handwriting was faked. The notes sounded like him.
Then it comes down to trust. Do you trust Albedo?
I don't know, but I want to. Absolutely I do.
Yeah, he's our friend. We should keep the faith. And if he really is the culprit, he must have had a reason, right? Maybe he's just not allowed to talk about it. Yeah, that must be it.
Either way, a fair investigation means coming to a conclusion presented by the facts.
Does that mean even Venti no longer believes in him?
Remaining objective has its own value. Remember, none of this is your fault. Just report back with an honest assessment of the facts.
Yeah. Well, let's go find Jean and tell her what we learned. Wait, that's Miles. What's he doing here?
Oh, sorry. I heard voices and wasn't sure if I should check who was inside.
It's okay. We're here on Jean's orders.
Ah, I see. I'll, leave you to it then.
Hold on. You didn't hear what we were saying, did you?
Oh, not really. Nothing that made sense anyway.
Well, do us a favor and just forget anything you might have heard, okay?
Oh, sure. You got it.
That map we found in the hidden compartment seems important. We should check out the marked locations.
We're not pointing Jean just yet, I guess. Oh, she is in here. Okay, she's just had something. Oh yeah, dragon spine. Well, they didn't hold it down long enough, I guess. Get out to go my balls. There we go.
Try and stop me!
Oh, come on. You can hold it like that.
Rev the engines! Try and stop me! Full throttle!
I see a chest.
Hey, not a bad haul. Phew.
Not many of those things these days. How far up are we going? About to find out, I guess.
Nice and cool. Natland doesn't have places like this. Rev the engines!
Oh, she stopped that. It did, didn't it? Ah, there.
We should be getting close. Oh, look over there! Something seems off.
Everything's covered in snow. I see an adventurer. You spot the ground that looks quite different from its surroundings. You mean the big ass hole? You remove the snow to find a sizable hole underneath, large enough to fit a human body. But the hole is completely empty and the surroundings markings make it look like something was dug up. Did an animal do this? Or some monster?
Weird. There's a hole, but no body. The prosecution's argument is that Albedo used alchemy to destroy the bodies, but this location is different from the other two. Why not fill the hole, or smooth out the ground like the other places?
If one person did this, why not remove all traces like the others? And if Albedo isn't responsible, why was this location marked in his notes? You're back. Did you find anything?
Yeah, but none of it helps Albedo's case.
I told you to invite your findings from Albedo's office. I see. Complicated resort, but your efforts are appreciated. Did Albedo submit an appeal? Yes, he asked for a retrial. There are still questions surrounding the identities of the victims, the disappearance of the bodies. The minimum remains of what were uncovered have been sent for forensic analysis, which should provide some answers. It's just...
What's wrong?
If the victims turn out to be Mondstadt citizens, the situation becomes all the more serious, and a second trial would likely have to be open to the public. And I doubt public sentiment will be in Albedo's favor.
Yeah, not when the charges are so serious.
Second trial is set to take place in 2 days. I hope you can consider attending this one as well.
Of course, we'll be there. In the meantime, we should all just stay positive.
Well said. When the time comes, I'll carry out my duty to the best of my ability. Miles. It said 2 days. I don't know what time it said though. I'll just go early for now. It's the time it said.
We should meet up with Jean. It's about time for the second trial.
Ah, you two. Whenever you're ready, and we'll head out. You ready? Alright, follow me. Ladies and gentlemen, we will now convene for the second trial against Mr. Albedo. IG and Guinevere will once again oversee the proceedings. Representatives on both sides remain unchanged. Mr. Dahlia will continue to serve as an assessor. Ms. Herfer represents the prosecution and Kaib on behalf of the defense. The defendant in this case, Mr. Albedo, captain of the investigation team. With that, I now bring the trial to order. Ms. Herfer, have the investigators made any new discoveries?
Yes. We sent the teeth and the femur bone found at the scene to the church's medical office, and were able to conclude that these are, in fact, human remains. In addition, the investigators were able to identify several Mondstadt citizens who appear to have been missing for quite some time. Forensic analysis of the remains allowed us to pinpoint the age and gender of the deceased. Interestingly, one of the missing individuals matches that profile to a T. The medical office couldn't spare the personnel, so Miss Rosaria is here to present the results to the court.
Gentleman, male, 46 years old, marital status single, occupation hunter. Consistent with the conclusion of the last trial, its disappearance went unreported, likely due to his lack of relatives. In addition, the medical records show he sustained a mechanism-related injury to his leg 3 years ago. The damage on the femur bone Mr. Diluc found is consistent with an injury. Therefore, we can conclude that one of the victims was Hanselman. A specialized technique was likely used to accelerate the rate of decomposition.
Is it reasonable to assume this technique to be alchemical in nature?
Alchemical or magical, both are possible.
Thank you for your testimony.
The identity of one of the victims is now confirmed. But what about the defendant's motive?
Considering what he wrote in the letter, we can deduce that the defendant needed subjects for an alchemy experiment. Who better than individuals whose disappearance would go unnoticed? In other words, he sacrificed the good people of Mondstadt for his own gain. A truly vile act. In addition, another witness has agreed to testify. Miss Donna, if you would.
Another one, huh?
Wait, Donna from the flower shop?
I'm sorry it took so long for me to come forward, but the night Master Diluc saw Mr. Albedo, I was there too. I was camping with a friend and we decided to stop near Dragonspine. I couldn't really get comfortable that night, so around dawn, I decided to go for a walk. And that's when I saw Master Diluc. I thought it might be nice to, chat. So I headed in his direction and then I saw it. Someone at the bottom of the cliff was getting rid of a body. I was terrified the person might see me. Even after I fled, I couldn't shake that fear. And I started to wish I never had a crush on Master Diluc in the first place. If I hadn't wanted to talk to him, I would never have been in that situation. Well, I didn't want to come forward because I was scared. But Miss Hertha convinced me it was the right thing to do. I'm sorry it took me so long.
I see. Just stepping forward was brave enough, Miss Donna. The court thanks you for your courage and commitment to justice.
Yes. Thank you.
The two witnesses corroborate the same sequence of events. That just leaves the question of how the defendant disposed of the bodies.
I believe the answer lies in the alchemical technique mentioned in the letter. The defendant is the most accomplished alchemist in Mondstadt. He has the skill, no question.
A special investigator also uncovered some relevant evidence on that subject. I will now present to the court.
Wait, does she mean...
The evidence we found in Albedo's office? The following are pieces of evidence uncovered in Mr. Albedo's office. Most important of which is this map. This map was found with the defendant's notes, marking corresponding with the description in the letter the locations of the crime scenes. Does this map belong to you? Yes. Were you the one who marked these locations? Yes. You do realize that's basically an admission to guilt, don't you? The evidence against you is nearly unsurmountable. No. Since you uncovered the compartment, I might as well expand on the matter.
We have witnesses and physical evidence. What could you possibly say in your defense?
What I always have, I never killed a single person.
Ugh, you have some nerve. Saying that when the evidence is stacked against you?
Miss Herber, you presented a meticulous and convincing case. I'll give you that. But I will not admit to something I didn't do.
So, what? You're just going to bombard the court with excuses?
Rather dismissive way to refer to an innocent man speaking on his own defense. Besides, I'm not making any excuses. I'm exercising patience.
That won't make the charges against you disappear, Mr. Albedo.
Perhaps not. Patience comes with its own reward. It's easy for things to remain buried in the snow until someone comes along and brushes it away. Albedo seems serious but unfazed. Does that mean he really didn't do anything untoward? I can never read. He mentioned brushing off snow. That's supposed to be a hint? If it was a hint, then it must have something to do with Dragonspine. Which reminds me, one of the locations on the map we found was Dragonspine, wasn't it? Traveler, you were the one who uncovered the notes, right? Then I'm assuming you visited the third location on the map as well? Yes? Can you tell us what you found? You nod your head and give an honest account of the scene you found on Dragonspine. An empty hole. Whatever was kept in the ground was gone, and the surrounding area bore markings of an unknown creature. With everything covered in snow, no one knew there was something to discover in the first place.
Then, there must also have been a body.
Think about this. What clues am I missing? The location is near Mondstadt. Patrice saw Albedo and used our company to dig a hole and bury a body there. I think a man's shoe and a torn piece of fabric was found in the bushes nearby. Taken together, evidence suggests that Albedo must have killed someone and concealed the body. Second location marked on between Dragonspine and Dawn Winery, where D-Luke saw Albedo bury a body of an adult male. D-Luke described nearly the same events as Beatrice. There's no reason for them to collude against Albedo, so the testimony should be trustworthy. D-Luke found teeth and a femur bone at the scene. Donna confirmed his version of events because she was there the night. So she have no reason to set up Albedo, despite her crush. Donna would never lie about something like this just to get D-Luke's attention. Not to mention, Donna's been acting strange before the trial. According to the forensic results, the teeth and femur bone of a belonged to a Mondstadt citizen, and witness the accounts suggests that Albedo was the last person to come into contact with his body. Did Albedo really use alchemy to reduce the body to a few bones? And does that mean he's the killer? The third marked location is Dragonspine. We only knew about this because we found the hidden map in the compartment. During the investigation, Paimon and I discovered a hole beneath the snow, big enough to hide a human body, but there were also claw marks around the outside. But there was no body or remains whatsoever. Associate. The difference between the marked locations. Albedo marked these locations on the map, found a hidden compartment. We found it in the hidden compartment, yeah. There are some similarities between them. Based on what we know, all these locations were likely to hide bodies. The holes dug in each area were certainly big enough. But unlike the first two locations, there were only claw marks around the third location, and no witnesses saw anything happen there. Dragon spiders owned all manner of monster and wild animals. Could some kind of creature have dug up the body? But why hasn't that been the case in the other locations? The marks didn't look fresh, which means the hole in the third location has been there longer than the other two. But if the hole in the third location wasn't made at the same time, does that mean it's connected to a separate incident? Dragonspine has a frigid climate with snow all year round. Even so, it's home to various monstrous creatures that can withstand the cold. Deep within the mountain lies the remains of an even more mysterious creature, Dorin. Although the dragon has been dead for a long time, it still possesses a peculiar life energy. Now that I think about it, a lot of strange things happened on Dragonspine. Most people know Alberto as an alchemist and captain of the investigation team. But in truth, he's the thing I can never say, the Kindred Prince of one? A sympathetic human creature, created by one of the five sinners, Gold, Rheindotter. Albedo is steadfast and intelligent and treats everyone with kindness and respect. I think most people would agree with that assessment. He also is a calculated thinker. It's fair to say that if he did commit a crime, he would likely be well concealed. Up until now, Albedo has never displayed any ill will towards humanity, and he also still seems like his normal self. As his friend, I should reveal the truth. Again, as his friend, I shouldn't reveal the truth of his identity. That would only make things worse for him. Okay. Oh wait, I'm pushing on one. Associate. Okay, then go down the one. There you go. Encounters on Dragonspine. The event. I almost forgot. Pam and I once encountered someone on Dragonspine who looked exactly like Albedo. And we weren't the only ones. Wait a second. Someone who looks exactly like him. I'm guessing Albedo has a plan, so I should help him out. What does he want me to do? Announce whether breaking the case? No. I should play it safe. Since I made an honest assessment of the fact, I should be honest about my doubts too. It's only fair. Besides, I think I understand what Albedo was trying to tell me just now. I'd like to address the court if I may. I was the one who investigated the office, and I believe the results raise a few questions. Regarding the two cases addressed in the previous trial, it was established that after disposing the bodies, the defendant used alchemy to restore the ground to its original state. But that wasn't the case in the third location. The hole is still there, with dirt scattered around the perimeter. It looked more like something had been dug up. If this was all done by one person, why wasn't the third scene given the same treatment as the others? Why weren't the traces removed? In addition, the markings on the third location weren't fresh, which suggests the Dragonspine incident happened at a different time. And for those reasons, I believe there's reasonable doubt in this case, and I hope the verdict reflects that. Thank you. Astute as ever, Traveler.
Questions there may be, but allow me to point out, there is no evidence to suggest that anyone besides the defendant knew about the third location, and the map was found in his notes. That fact alone makes him the most plausible suspect, unless Mr. Albedo suddenly plans to deny that the map belongs to him.
Allow me to respond to the Traveler's point. If all I cared about was proving my innocence, I would have indeed do as you described, Miss Herfer, and deny any connection to that map. But that's not what I intend to do. The map just belonged to me, and I did hide it at those. And I did hide things at those 3 locations.
What?
There were indeed bodies in each location, and I did kill and bury someone on Dragonspine.
Ha! So you admit it. Let the record reflect that the defendant has confessed to his crimes.
You're mistaken, Miss Herfer. The story doesn't end there. Some time ago, I encountered an uninvited guest on Dragonspine. Someone who wanted to take advantage of the deserted nature of the region to eliminate me in secret. His desire to kill me led to an altercation where I killed him instead and buried the body on the mountain. The third location on the map.
Actually, the traveler Amber Bennett and I were with Albedo that day. The Adventurers Guild was holding an event on Dragonspine. After it ended, we all left the area. If the person Albedo is referring to is different from the one we encountered on the mountain, then the altercation must have occurred after we left.
This only proves that the defendant is guilty on all counts. Those innocent people, their blood is on your hands.
No, you're wrong.
You deny it? After admitting to murder for the whole court to hear? You've clearly lost your mind!
If you would let me finish, Miss Herfer, I could get to the important part. The man who attacked me on Dragonspine was my height, with blonde hair, blue eyes, dressed in clothes nearly identical to mine. So someone who would look exactly like you. Exactly like him. That was right, it does come back to what happened back then.
It's one thing to look similar, but for the clothes to be the same?
What's going on? I don't want to be here anymore.
Regardless, the important thing is that you admit to killing someone on Dragonspine.
Yes, I killed someone that day. Someone who looked nearly identical to me. But I never said that someone was a person. I see. It appears I need to withdraw my testimony.
What?
Everyone! I brought her!
Wait, you...
The person who just came in, isn't that Hertha?
What's going on?
Who are you? Why do you wear my face? Hello to you too.
As you can see, this is Hertha, the logistics captain of the Knights of Avernus.
I see what's going on here. It's all been leading up to this, hasn't it? Your confession. It was all an elaborate stunt to set me up. You want to undermine my credibility? Fine. It doesn't eliminate the mountain of evidence stacked against you. All I want is justice for the people of Mondstadt.
Order in the court. I've been stationed on Dragonspine all these years. because that is where the subject of my research lies, the Dragon Doran. Several hundred years ago, the Dragon of the East, Dorlan, defeated Doran in battle, and with the help of Barbados, sealed his remains in Dragonspine. On Dragonspine, sorry. Doran created through alchemy, one of the finest specimens of artificial life. As such, death was not a true end for him. His heart still beats and grows more, revitalized by the day. My impostor on Dragonspine was a third specimen, abandoned in Doran's stomach. An unsuccessful iteration of the Homunculus project.
Homunculus? Are you trying to insinuate that I'm some kind of homunculus? Because it looks to me like the artificial one is standing right there. Some kind of imposter you dragged in from Dragonspine. So this is what I look like when I fly off the handle. You know, they say imitation is the best form of flattery, but your impersonation has overstayed its welcome. Master Jean, what are you waiting for? We've known each other for so long. You recognize the real me, don't you?
If you look identical, but judging on your based on demeanor, the new arrival actually seems more like the heifer I know.
That means nothing! By that logic, I could just as easily accuse the Albedo in this room of being an imposter! How do we know he isn't the fake one? A cold-blooded killer who replaced the real Albedo long ago! Then, how about something only the real Hertha would know? The longest scar on my body. The knights who fought alongside me that day should remember where it is.
I remember. Let's hear your answer.
I'd like to hear Miles' answer first.
Huh?
You don't know? Or you don't remember? I heard you've been acting strange these days. Disoriented? Confused? You were closer to me than anyone during that battle. And yet you don't remember a thing. Strange indeed.
No, my head. It hurts.
The scar is right here.
Why the nerves? I can't imagine it comes as a surprise. Unless your informant of the Knights of Favonius failed to mention the scar on Hertha's left arm?
Albedo has done a lot of research into beings like you. If you deny it, then show us your arm.
You need to panic? You can just add it now. You excel at changing your appearance, don't you? Or should I say, all spawn of Doran's life force have that ability. A powerful life force. In appearance, you can change your will. Change at will. Yet here you stand, formless one. Right, here you stand, formless one, paralyzed to act, because you're worried that using that power could affect your accomplishers. Accomplishers? Then Miles must be one of them. There are others too. Most of them being under the influence of Doran's life force have gathered here, and yet their presence is what impedes her from taking action. When you attempt to transform, all who surround you will be affected by your power. You can't control it, because in this network of living beings, you serve as the core.
Show us your arm. Ugh! Have it your way!
Whoa!
Come on, let's go!
Hey! They're shielding the imposter!
She's trying to get away. Stop her. Don't let anyone stand in your way.
There are others trying to get in. Must be more people under her control.
Had to get moving, everyone.
Whoa! She just leaped across the room!
After her!
It's time. All units move out. Third company, keep an eye on the imposter's tail. We finally have a chance to talk, but before I can explain the events of the past few days, I'd like to make a few things clear. First, I never killed any fellow citizens. I never used human remains as a part of my chemical experiment. Second, the events of the past few days were all part of a plan. Most of the members in the Order were in on it. As for witnesses, Master Diluc picked up on this situation long before today's proceedings. Wow, that's quite an involved plan. Indeed, follow me.
What? How are there monsters in the city?
There are monsters from Dragonspine. An attack is imminent. But fear not, we've been preparing for this. We've been monitoring the resurgent endurance life force. Its festering nature aggravated these monsters. We knew it was only a matter of time before they advanced on Mondstadt. And so, we made preparations for an inevitable battle. I was hoping you two could join and provide assistance to the battle to come.
Of course. Where's our first step?
Top of the city wall.
Try and stop me!
This is a city wall. Down here, I guess. Razor.
Lupakov, it's you. Burst forth.
Oh, I don't think I know.
You're in for a little shock. You've been a naughty boy.
Moments of birth. Live.
Ooh, it's been a while since I unleashed my lightning during Windbloom.
It happened a lot before?
Unleashing lightning on people? No. Once in a while, maybe. It sure feels good to let loose, though. Ah, my old professor. He even wrote to me about the last few days. Of course, I made sure to emphasize that I always treat others with kindness. It's only natural for a student to inherit her teacher's ways. After all, mine was a gentle old man from the... what is that, Spantadma school? I can never say that thing. So you see, this time, I only use gentle methods of electrocution. Of course. So gentle, even Jean would have no reason to intervene.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
You seem in good spirits, Miss Lisa. Ah, well, it's good to move about every once in a while.
Huh. Gentle electrocution.
There, still over here somewhere.
Hold firm! Drag another wardrobe over here.
I'll be so good. The Illuminati will not tolerate such transgression. Hey, official.
Ah, that's the traveler's voice.
You arrive at the most opportune time, vassal. Sword at the ready.
By royal decree.
No rest for the wicked. Burst forth.
Insubordination.
Fear not, the foul monsters have been cast into the void.
Mein Fräulein means to say that you should refrain from going out for the time being. We will continue to protect this area.
All right. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. But, I've never seen a bird that can, talk.
Ah, no need to worry. I'm Mein Fräulein's humble servant. Please rest assured, I'm not a danger to you.
You trust them, I promise.
Oh, no, of course. I didn't mean it that way at all. I just misspoke.
No matter. My vassals have unfinished duties, yes? Then go forth and smite these wretched beasts. The princess and its blessings shall illuminate your path.
Full throttle.
Anybody else around here? Oh, the cat's tail though. Oh, yeah, something around. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a little, maybe? Can't look at the map, so I can't look around. I just see Sucrose over there. Mr. Alberto, traveler. Everything good here? All good. A few monsters made it into the city, but Master Diluc and Mr. Kaya helped me take care of them. Not long ago. And no more monsters. They're faster than I imagined. Tokens to get us anywhere. I need to get it redone in time.
Absorption test. Stand clear. That's not right. Swirl, Mark 2.
Retribution!
Oh, where are all these monsters coming from? My sword hand is cramping.
Wait, I think that's Captain Kaya's voice. Maybe he's coming to help. Just hang in there.
Fantastic job defending the place, you two. We'll take it from here.
Oh, Captain Kaya, Swan is...
Hey, I'm fine. It's your leg we should be worried about.
Swan, Lawrence, you should both get treated at the church. Don't push yourselves. We'll take care of things here.
But, Master Diluc, didn't you leave the Knights of Favonius?
What? Are the knights the only one capable of defending the gate? It's fine. Master Diluc is altruistic as always. If a citizen's willing to help out, who are we to turn him away?
Understood. We're grateful for the support.
Yeah, thanks a million. We'll be back soon.
I have some spare time now. I was planning to make some potions to help people fighting. A sound plan. Remember to be careful. I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle, retreat somewhere safe. Don't worry about the front line. Understood. Same. Those edible markings on the map.
Try and stop me.
Try and check the pole there. Why don't we turn around? Pretty much.
Full throttle.
Because now we go to the marking. Oh, it's Betty.
Hey, Venti!
Shoot, someone's coming. Help me, please! Someone help me!
What's with the freakout? It's just us.
Ah, perfect. I can drop the act. Sorry, I thought you were regular citizens.
It's about time. We can proceed as planned.
I agree. Although, it's been a while since I dealt with something this big. Oh, it's gonna be pretty exhausting.
Don't worry, I'll treat you a drink afterwards for your trouble.
Just what I wanted to hear.
So, these two know the other's identity then?
People can make friends when we're not here, you know.
Monsters started surging in from Dragonspine during the trial. They soon became agitated, likely in response to the core coming under pressure. Still, I never expected those monsters to have become this advanced.
Our evolution cannot be underestimated. Especially considering the fact that Doran observed the previous imposter.
Wait, so what about the map? And the missing bodies?
The witnesses saw was true. I did hide bodies. Those bodies. As I monitored the situation on Dragonspine, I noticed many who ventured there came back different. Some were under the influence of Doran's power. But the less fortunate ones had already been devoured by the monsters, who had then assumed their appearance to infiltrate the city. Most of those who were replaced have no close relatives, so when their behavior changed, there was no notice. The monsters used their disguise to get closest to people. I eliminated 2 who attempted to attack.
What about the remains Diluc found? Did they belong to one of the victims?
Yes, the monsters slowly digest their victims. Sometimes they even left the body parts to aid the transformation. All that remained of the first victim was a few strands of hair, and the second some teeth and a bone.
The only bodies Albedo destroyed were the monster's mimic forms. Then he buried whatever remained of the victims to put them to rest.
Well, someone had to do it. Besides, I managed to gather some valuable data on the putrefaction of the bodies. After we defeated the doppelganger Wallflower on Dragospine, we promised to tell each other a story, remember? You told me the story of the gardener, I remember. I'm glad you remember. What I told you about Subject 2, in pursuit of the replace of Subject 1, he transformed into a Whopperflower, into Subject 3. So there was another imposter on Dragonspine that day. Yes, that would be Subject 2. I confronted and buried his body on Dragonspine. So you see, at one point, there was something hidden in that hole you found. But Durin's becoming more revitalized by the day. Under the influence of his power, the monsters dug up Subject 2's body and returned it to Durin's stomach. Durin absorbed the failed creation along with the knowledge and a way of thinking. Ever since then, all the creatures spawned has had his power and an ability to transform their appearance. Humans who venture into Dragonspine for too long are also bound to fall under Durin's influence. But those effects don't show themselves right away, and to the extent of which a person has been affected is hard to perceive.
You saw it for yourself, didn't you? All the people acting strange? Those are the same people who just tried to break into the Knights of Favonia's headquarters. Durin's power remained dormant within them until, finally, it surged to the surface and seized control.
That was also our goal. If we could force a situation where the imposter had no choice but to unleash that power, all those under the influence would become violent, and thus we would know who was affected.
Wait, so what do we do? We can't go around hurting innocent people.
That's why I'm here. It would make me look bad if I just lazed around after promising to help.
We'll use the power of Animo to restrain them for now. That should give the knights the chance to subdue them without harm. A specialized team will deal with them later. Alright, that's the long and short of the situation. It's time to activate that thing, right?
Yes. So, if there are little secrets other people shouldn't know, my identity, for example, keep it to yourself, okay? Alright, this should do it.
Wind currents? Paimon's never seen this many!
There should be wind currents across the whole city. There, everyone. Can you hear me? Loud and clear. All units, what's your status?
All good. We have enough manpower to provide support. Requesting assistance at the side gate. Heading over now.
Whoa! It's long-distance wind communication! How is that even possible?
It's all thanks to Lord Barbados. With his blessing, we will succeed in defending our city.
Actually, if you face away from the current and whisper like this, no one can hear you.
No wonder you're crouching down there like you have something to hide.
You didn't have to broadcast that.
Huh? That voice? Venti? Is that you?
Oops.
Oh, you know, just a wandering bard calling for help. Thank goodness the Traveler, Paimon, and Albedo found me. Got me out of a tough spot.
Alright, now that you're okay, we should check on the status of the other areas.
Thanks, friend. May the Animo Archon protect you. I've got things covered here.
They did those too early? Well, I'd be in the middle of this, especially on the bridge. Oh, look who it is. Get back. That was a close one. Thanks for in order, Master Diluc. I appreciate the help. No need I intervene to save you. It was my own convenience. You were in my way. Oh well. Let me get out of your hair then. I suppose we could work together. But you would just melt my ice anyway. Suit yourself. Alright. Tell me, when did you notice something was off? First trial. Ah, because of the fake heifer. No, because of you. Me, what did I do? My defense wasn't passionate enough? No, you weren't nervous enough. Tell me then, Master Diluc, when do you think I actually get nervous? I suppose we'll see, won't we? Monsters incoming. On second thought, best not think about it.
Dodge this! Don't push your luck. Don't get frostbite. Verdict is...
Ready?
Oh, so sorry.
I guess that got him ice.
Time for retribution! This moment will be frozen in time.
They're over there! Diluc, Kaya!
You have time to make it here. I'm guessing all the areas are secure?
What? We can't be here because we care?
Because maybe this was the closest spot to the city gate. Maintaining control over the main road means maintaining control over the battle as a whole. You made the right choice.
So what's the status over here?
All under control, don't worry. My trusty civilian volunteer and I have this area covered. I think you mean the man who held the title of cavalry captain before you. We don't have to bring that up. What the flip? Well, keep up the good work. We'll go check on the status of the other locations. Good luck.